In this video, we'll understand deep learning with Python in a simple and practical way. We'll look at what neural networks are, why deep learning became so popular, how it differs from traditional machine learning, and why explaining these models to business stakeholders is such an important skill. Let's start with the basics. Deep learning is a type of machine learning. It is designed to learn patterns from data in a way that is loosely inspired by how humans gain certain kinds of knowledge. Over time, it has become much more popular because it can handle complex tasks very effectively. The word deep comes from the idea of stacking many layers together. Each layer learns something from the previous one. As we move deeper into the network, the model captures more complex and more abstract patterns. So deep learning is not just about learning, it is about layered learning. Neural networks are the main models used in deep learning. They are built from connected units called neurons. These units pass signals to one another somewhat like synapses in the brain. Because of this connected structure, the network can learn patterns and make decisions in a more flexible way. Now let us look at this in a simple table format. Traditional ML vs deep learning. Main idea from the article. Here is the core comparison. Traditional machine learning is often simpler and more linear. Deep learning uses layered neural networks, builds higher abstraction, and learns through many connected levels. This layered structure is the reason deep learning can model more complex patterns. A key idea in the article is the difference between standard machine learning models and neural networks. Traditional algorithms are often more linear in nature. Neural networks, on the other hand, are arranged in layers and can represent much more complex relationships in the data. Now that we've covered deep learning basics, let's test what we've learned so far. Here's quiz number 1. See if you can get it right. Question 1. What is deep learning described as in the article? The correct answer is a type of machine learning. The article clearly says deep learning is a type of machine learning. Question 2. Why is it called deep learning? The correct answer is because it uses many layers. The term deep refers to the hierarchy of layers in the model. Question 3. What are neural networks made of? The correct answer is connected neurons. The article explains that neural networks are based on connected units called neurons. Now think of a neural network as a system where signals move from one neuron to another. These connections help the model transform inputs into outputs. As the network learns from data, it becomes better at recognizing patterns and making useful decisions. Deep learning has become very popular over the years. One big reason is that it performs strongly on difficult problems where simpler models may struggle. Because of this, many companies now want to use deep learning, sometimes even before fully understanding how it works. A very practical point from the article is that building the model is only one part of the job. Data scientists also need to explain the model to business teams. Since neural networks can be complex, visualization and simple explanations become very important for trust and understanding. When a model makes a prediction, business stakeholders often ask, "Why did it say this?" With neural networks, that answer is not always straightforward. That is why model explainability matters so much. It helps justify results, support decisions, and create confidence in the system. Now that we've covered business understanding, let's test what we've learned so far. Here's quiz number 2. See if you can get it right. Question 1. Compared with traditional algorithms, neural networks are generally. The correct answer is layered and hierarchical. The article says neural networks are stacked in a hierarchy of increasing complexity and abstraction. Question 2. Why do many companies want deep learning? The correct answer is it has become popular and powerful. The article highlights the growing popularity of deep learning and its strong capabilities. Question 3. Why is explainability important for neural networks? The correct answer is to justify model results. The article says data scientists often need to explain and justify neural network results to the business. That's it for this lesson. If you understood what deep learning is, how neural networks work at a high level, and why explainability matters, you've covered the core ideas from the article. In the next step, you can move on to building and visualizing a neural network in Python with TensorFlow.